No, women belong in the kitchen. 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 No, why are transgender people leading a women's march? Why? Wait, seriously.
Siblings in struggle. Today, on International Women's Day, we gather to honor the fierce, unyielding resistance of working class women, marginalized women, and all those who fight at the intersections of oppression.
All right, guys, we're here. No, women belong in the kitchen. 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 No, why are transgender people leading a women's march? Why are transgender people leading? Why are transgenders leading a women's march? Women belong in the kitchen. Women belong in the kitchen. See, these people are delusional. They're actually, you know, sick in the brain. You guys think you're so cute, going bullying after a girl. Listen, fat ass, you need to get off my girl.
Okay.
Women's Day, why do you have men in my face?
Look at these big booty Latinas. Hey, you guys belong in the kitchen. Get back to the kitchen. Oh, you want to kill babies? Do you like killing babies? Do you guys like killing babies? You guys like killing babies? Baby killers. Yeah, look. They love killing babies. You guys love killing babies. Yeah, why don't you guys go kill some more babies? You guys are delusional, bunch of baby killers. You're pathetic. You're a baby killer.
That's a song.
Hey, listen here, you dumbass. Why don't you go kill some more babies? Is that what you guys want to do? Abort some more babies? I'm a pimp on a blimp. Share it. You guys are a bunch of baby killers. A bunch of transgenders are leading a women's march. That's how dumb these women are. They need a man to lead their march. Women belong in the kitchen. Women belong in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen. Get back in the kitchen. You women belong in the kitchen. Learn how to cook. Go. Stop killing babies. Stop killing babies. You belong in the kitchen. Stop killing babies. Stop killing babies.
Okay. Oh my god. That was awesome.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we have a lovely show in store for you this evening. We have the one, the only comedian, friend of the show, a multiple-time guest, Brady Matthews, and the lovely, attractive, successful, she has a clothing brand, Alexo Clothing. She's worked for Parlor, the one, the only Amy Robbins. Amy, how are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, great to be here. Thank you.
Brady, I want to start with you real quick before we get into Amy. You guys just saw that was at a woman's march, and now watching that video over again. Oh, and Scott Starboard edited most of that video. Shout out to Scott Starboard. What I'm saying is I said kitchen a lot. Now, the reason why I'm so happy to have Brady here this evening is Brady was actually at that march with me before. So, Brady, talk about this, because you got there before me and you were eating the free. Tell me about your experience at that same exact march.
I was there for approximately 15 total minutes because I was so terrified. I walked up and I was like, I felt so uncomfortable, like the air was being taken out of my face.
It was weird. Describe it though. So we're in downtown Dallas, right? Downtown Dallas.
It was raining.
It was raining.
It was
how
like
do you protest in the rain?
It was totally. It was like it was coming down really good. Okay. And I walk over and I'm like, I'm gonna act casual. I'm gonna get a piece of pizza. I didn't know what to do. It's
what kind of pizza was it?
I don't know, but it's like when you take a picture and you don't know what to do with your hands.
Yeah.
That's where I was at.
Yeah.
So I go and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a piece of pizza. And it was all kinds. It was mostly veggie.
I like that. I'm vegetarian. You know, I found out, well, actually, I knew this, but then I don't even want to say this. I don't even want to say this, but I watched about 45 minutes of videos about Hitler's vegetarianism. Did you know that? Did you know that Hitler was a vegetarian?
Yeah.
But he also had and I learned this about Hitler, he also had a horrible addiction to sweets.
And cocaine.
And, well, they had methamphetamine. But yes, that's it. We're not here to talk about that, but
Sure.
we can elaborate on that later. But he loved this apple strudel, and they called it Hitler cake. And he would have it. That's what they called it. And they would put a swastika on it. This is what I saw in the thing. They said that he loved. I'm not even kidding. The baker said his favorite thing was the apple cake with a swastika on it, or an eclair with a swastika on it. That's what I'm not making. I couldn't even make this up. I watched a video, so I'm in this like rabbit hole watching this about his diet, and he loved sweets so much they would put the cake next to the bed so he could, in the middle of the night, he would eat it. And Hitler would supposedly sleep till 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So Hitler and I aren't that different, really. I mean, we're totally different, and we're totally different. We're totally different. I'm just a vegetarian. We're totally different, and he sucks. Okay, back to my point. So you were at this thing.
Yeah.
And they had pizza, vegetarian pizza.
Vegetarian pizza, and they have veggie straws. I don't know if you know what veggie straws are.
We had these here. They suck. I hate
They're
them.
awful. They're basically.
How do they make that, dude? How do they sell? Who buys that with their real money? Like,
I don't.
I mean, I gave it a try with my kids when I was like, well, they need to get more veggies, and I realized there's actually no veggies.
they're worse.
I know.
It's like styrofoam.
It's almost like the straws you put in your Starbucks cup. They just disintegrate.
They're bad.
As soon as they hit liquid. Here's the thing. We went to the thing, Alex. You weren't there yet. And I was like, where the F is Alex? Because I've never been to one of these things before. So I was so uncomfortable. And I sat there and I go, how the hell does he do this? I've done stadiums. I've done theaters. I've done doing stand-up.
This is totally different. This is totally different.
Completely
Dude,
different animal.
So different.
Because there was a.
This would be like going to that stadium and flicking everybody off and trying to fight them.
No, it's like Bill Burr when he did that thing in Philly when he was they were getting mad at him.
Yeah, for the opening.
When he was really good at
thing.
stand-up back in the day.
Yeah.
Now he's on The View. But here's the thing.
He's still a funny guy, but he's just
still funny, but sold out. But listen, that's another subject. But I was going to say, it's the man that was talking was leading the women's rally, right?
Transgender person.
Right.
Yes.
Women's rally.
Got it.
The man. So.
Yeah, got it. Welcoming environment?
Not at all. No, not at all.
Well, they did give you pizza.
Listen, yes. One lady had a hat on that says, "Make racists great again." Or something like that. Make or be against racism or something like that. Great again. Something like that. It was all those hats.
Yeah.
Her daughter had the same hat on.
It was weird. Did you
Don't
notice
quote me
how
on the
there
damn
was-
thing, but-
I know, but it was weird. The vibe was there. How, like, you're right. There was multiple transgender and there's multiple Palestinian stuff there, which I thought that was kind of. Well, like, I get how that's a liberal thing, but you would think, why are they letting Hamas hijack the women's protest?
I don't understand why they're letting. And I mean, this is all intersectionality. When you get to these things, you don't even know what you're there fighting for.
Well, you're right, because Brady and I, listen, we support women. I support you, Amy.
Sure.
If this was like a legit women's march and it was just, oh, hey, let's just go support women, Brady and I would go there, laugh, and have fun.
100%.
But it wasn't like that.
It's not, because
it felt like we were in a.
Well, and I can even tell you, as a woman, I would not show up to this event. And if I did, the one sign I would be carrying is gun rights or women's rights.
Yeah.
Do you think I would be accepted
would not
into
like
that
that.
at all?
No.
They would not like.
Right. So it's like, no, only the rights that they are concerned about, is what they can.
Right. They also
Go
had,
petition for, yeah.
and I'm not even making this up. This is a fact. They had an Antifa sign up.
Yeah, they did.
Straight up.
Like
Straight
they
up.
had, like when Brady says there's pizza, so they had like little tables with a little tent because it was raining. So you could go to a tent, you could sign up for Antifa, you could,
Yeah.
What?
But and you add it to an email list. That's why a lot of these protesters are not paid, but the people that organize the protests are paid. These NGOs, these non-governmental organizations that are being paid through whoever, donors, rich donors.
We know.
Well, we know. I mean, George Soros.
Correct.
But my point is, there is a business behind this. Most of the people at the protests are not benefiting, but the people that are organizing it and the people that do this for a living are making a living doing it, obviously. So Brady and I are there. It's odd.
Awkward.
Brady doesn't even know. I'm texting him that I'm coming there, but I just parked my car across the street from the protest to kind of scope it out. I was actually there for a while, Brady, but I'm looking in my car because I'm kind of recognizable, especially to this crowd of transgender people. They don't love me. And so I'm kind of like, what do I do? Do I disrupt it? Do I disrupt it during the protest part? And then I see Brady.
Oh, man. I walked up and I go, you rolled down your window and you go, I'm not kidding. I swear to God. I go, I hope Alex isn't here because I'm just going to dip out. And then I'm going to DM him and be like, sorry, man, couldn't make it or some bullshit. And he goes, he's there and he goes, Brady. And I go, shit.
I know. Brady was
oh, no.
Brady almost thought he was going to do this for a second. And I was like, Brady. And then he walked in the car.
He goes, are you coming with me? I'm like, Yeah, dude.
So what did you think you were doing?
I don't
when
know.
You got there.
He's
What
my
was his
friend
role?
for years. You know, he just thought, oh, let me go see what
like your
Alex
support- he's
does.
your
Yeah, he's
wingman.
just supporting me. Basically, it
Oh,
pays
that
my
was
girlfriend.
nice.
No, listen, I'm used to going to tailgates and messing with
Yeah,
guys that
Brady
are
does.
drunk.
Okay.
Brady's a comedian. Brady's like, you know, trolled people and joked
Yes.
at people. So, you know, this isn't like that far-fetched, but he'd never been to like
This is a different ball game.
different.
Yeah.
Like literally, I saw Alex had to stretch. He literally had to stretch and then just go for it. Do you just? What happens? You just go to a different dimension? Or how does that work?
I mean, well, we're going to watch. We don't need to watch it now, but we are going to watch the Department of Education protest. And yeah, towards the end. Well, this protest that we were at, I was a little more full of piss and vinegar. I guess I'm saying I was a little more fired up. But then I was recently at a Department of Education protest, and I was a little more chill. So usually how I would describe it, Brady, is like, yeah, you kind of have that like anxiety and adrenaline before you kind of confront them, but I kind of go to whatever their level is. So like the crazier they act, the crazier I act.
Oh.
You know?
Where did go back to the kitchen? How did that just come organically, or was that written down on your notes?
No, I thought I was going to say women belong. And you can tell I said it too many times. I killed the joke, but I was like, I know that would piss him off, and that's really not that threatening. You know? And like, listen, is that really rude? I mean, Amy, obviously women can do more than just cook in the kitchen, but is that rude to say women belong in the kitchen?
Sure. No, I mean, look. Well, first off, you guys don't want me in the kitchen. Like
Yeah, not all women are great
fair.
cooks.
No, that's really fair. My kids get crock pot meals,
You can still clean though.
and I am a dang good cleaner.
See?
And
You can find your freaking
yes,
role.
you know what? Like you do. So no, I don't. That's not the part that I find offensive about these whole protests. What I just think is absurd is that the same women that are there protesting for women's rights can't even define what a real woman is.
That's true.
And that is the point that drives me crazy, because she was saying that she's there for marginalized women. Are you there for marginalized women who think they're men? Or are you there for marginalized men who think they're women? Like, I'm not even sure. It's too much.
It's too much. It's a hodgepodge, if you will.
Yeah,
That's why I don't know what that means.
Well, Amy, that's why I like the TERFs, the trans exclusionary radical feminists, and those are lesbians that don't like trans people because they feel like trans are, you know.
My head hurts.
I know.
does too.
It's lesbians that don't like trans because trans aren't actually women, so they feel like they're invading their space. So the TERFs are the ones that are really against men, you know, biological women competing against transgender men.
Sure, but I mean, to me, it's like they're linking arms with people. They're going to go break a glass ceiling, but they're literally handing out hammers to everybody except for women.
It's like learning Chinese and Japanese.
It is. Yeah. And so I think that is, to me, what's the most offensive. And then, like I said earlier, too, if I were to go and actually advocate for the women's rights that I find important, like gun rights, I think every woman should be able to be armed and defend and protect themselves. These women would be actively fighting against my right to be able to do that.
Sure.
And Amy, you know, the only issue that they even cared about was abortion. That was the main thing. They all had a sign about abortion. And I'm very anti-abortion, but I understand why somebody wouldn't get it. I could be empathetic to a person like, oh, man, this is a big responsibility. I can understand, I guess, why a person would want to, but it's a dark, disgusting thing that we should never be proud about or even politicize and go and try to support, hey, I want to kill babies. So, like, I can be empathetic to the person that, you know, needs an abortion, even though I'm against it. But the people that are going out there and supporting, I want to kill babies, those people are sick and disgusting. Anybody that I know that ever got an abortion in high school, it was the deepest, darkest secret. They try to delete it from their brain. But we've created a society where now it's normalized, and it's not even normalized, it's celebrated to have had an abortion.
It doesn't even make sense, because if you think about it, then if these people are fighting for the right to kill babies,
Right.
well, then why aren't they protecting the women's rights, the babies?
Babies, some of those babies are women.
Or maybe some men that identify as women. Like, it's just all backwards. And if you really start to break it down and break down their arguments, it actually doesn't make sense.
None.
It really doesn't. They're all screwed up, and they're on a bunch of antidepressants, and like even they don't really know what they're doing out there. They're just kind of having fun. But this is the thing: is that protest wasn't that fun because just the whole vibes. It was so low.
You could feel like I don't know, just either like a bomb literally was about to go off, or just like
They looked angry.
It did feel like you're in a room of school shooters.
Yeah.
Like,
100%. That's a great, great way of putting it.
Energy. Just
really
looking at
did.
it. Yeah.
It was weird. But speaking of school shooters, so there was recently a transgender terrorist on the campus at University of Texas at Dallas, which is in Richardson, which I know is confusing, but it is a good university. A lot of people go there. It's kind of an international school from my experience there 2 weeks ago. But what happened when I was there is the producer of this show, JVT, was assaulted by this trans person. That's right, this same trans person then 2 weeks later decided to use their bike lock to attack Paige Newman and a few other chapter members of the Turning Point chapter on campus at UTD. So this is the person, how do we say their name? Liam Nguyen?
Yeah, Liam Nguyen.
How do you pronounce that? Tom Tam? Like, I don't, because I remember we used to have Chinese people do it backwards, right? Like Wong Zhu Zhu and Yao Ming. Isn't his name really Ming Yao?
It's Ming Yao,
Ming Yao.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the middle two, but I think it's Liam Nguyen.
I know Nguyen, that's easy. That's a common name. So this is a transgender dressed as a woman, but is actually a boy. You can tell because in the video that you're about to see, they have no breasts whatsoever. So let's...
Or butt, usually, so, yeah.
Do they... What, you're saying they do have the butt or they don't?
I think the guy has the butt. Sometimes the chick doesn't have the butt. So I would say, you know, maybe this is working at his advantage.
You kind of can tell if the trans person is trans by their hip shape. You know, like a woman has like hips, right? A guy, they're kind of built.
Asian. Some don't have hips.
You're right. And some of them have flat butts too. But
Some of the hottest lady boys.
You know, a lot of people talk about big booty Latinas, myself included. But I feel like Asian women don't get enough credit. We love Asian women too. What Brady? What?
I mean, my ex is Filipino, so.
And that was a bad decision.
It was. Yeah, and here we are again.
I know. We don't need to get into it, but our best friend of the show, Lila Hart, she's a Filipina.
Love her.
She's great. But Lila's a spicy girl. She is a cutthroat as it gets in a good way. So, and her mom, Esperanza, great. She's 100% Filipina. She's tough as nails too. So you deal with these Filipino women, you know, you talk a little smack, you go like the wrong girl's Instagram post, you wake up and you got a damn pad thai knife to your throat and they're gonna hurt you.
Shout out to pad thai. I like a good pad thai dish.
Pad thai, a good pad thai. Yep.
Okay, so do we have a video or do I need to pull?
I just DM'd it to you on Twitter. Check your
here, let me pull it up right now on Twitter. So guys, this is the video that's going viral. Let me see right here. That's not, oh, okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, so let me pull this up. So you can show my screen now. So this is the trans person.
That's full assault.
Look at the bike lock. Look at the bike lock. Ooh! Yeah. See that? Look at this bike lock.
Actual assault.
Yes, the person got hurt. I mean, so you see this, I'm trying to slow it down.
Yeah.
Well, that's the back, that's the bike lock holding it so they get the most momentum, holding it. You see how they're holding it right there?
Yeah.
And then boom, right there.
That's
in
crazy.
The face.
So what happened? What happened to the other person? They had
to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Break your jaw.
Yeah, I think
Your
it was.
skull.
I think their hand got hurt, and so this is their bicycle. Look, they can't even ride the damn bike.
Oh,
This is a guy. Look at that. This is a guy wearing
really
booty
sad.
shorts. Think how. Just imagine that. Like.
We should have zoomed in on the booty part.
I know, dude. I'm just looking at a guy's
If I can give a full
butt.
assessment of this lady boy, I need to know what the butt looks like per se.
It's like he hasn't gotten his free implants yet. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but insurance companies are covering implants for trans women.
Really?
Due to the fact that they're
well, I'm okay with it covering it for women, regular women too. Why don't they deserve?
But they don't cover it for. So here's the thing: as
show
long
us,
as the
okay,
trans
stop playing.
woman is in mental distress
Yeah.
because of their body, insurance companies will cover it for it. I just had Sheila Nazarian, plastic surgeon from Beverly Hills, on my show. We talked about this, but they will not cover a mom who's nursed 5 children,
Right,
who's in mental distress over her body. They will not cover her implants.
Wow. Well, it's funny. We've had, and it's not actually funny. Abel Garcia, a good friend of the show, but Abel Garcia got free breast implants too. You know, he's a detransitioner, so went to a girl, got the full breast implants free. But you're right, paid for it by the state of California. But then when he decided to detransition, they didn't pay for them to remove them.
They didn't. That's
what I'm like. Why didn't they pay for them to remove them?
It's so ass
It
backwards.
is. They will cover laser hair removal for
transgenders, but not.
Yes, but not for women that have PCOS. Like, they won't cover it for them that have elevated testosterone, that they have unwanted body hair. They won't cover it for women.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, now let me try to find the video of Jimmy getting kicked.
I DM'd it to you too.
Oh, did you DM me that?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull that up. Oh, yeah, here it is. So this is our producer, Jimmy, and Jimmy, this is him. So
Are you saying this is the same person?
this is the same person 2 weeks ago at my event, or the event I was at Turning Point.
So nothing happened to this?
Yeah, why is this person not in jail?
They did go to jail. We're getting into that. So this is what happened. So they went to arrest. And then, on top of that, not only did this person get arrested, they resisted the arrest. So watch this video. It gets crazy at the end. They kick Jimmy and break his sunglasses. So I don't know if there's audio or not. Did I? Come on, play. Did I?
Dude.
I don't know. So Jimmy's now chasing. They kicked over my mic stand.
Put a piece of wood in the spokes.
So Jimmy tries to catch up with him, and they kicked him right there, and his glasses are broken. You see that?
Jesus, dude.
So this is this trans person. Like, let me go slow. They go boom with their leg, boom. They kick.
What?
Yes, so they kick them. That video is kind of hard to watch. But this person now, let's show the mugshot. This person was arrested, and so this is the same person that attacked our producer, that attacked a great Turning Point president that did not deserve that. And Brandon, can you read that? What were they charged with? Do we have the charges? I think it's 4.
So
I can't read it. What does it say?
The charges were assaulting a peace officer, resisting arrest, search or transport, attempt to take a weapon from an officer. I believe they tried to pull someone's gun, and assault with a deadly weapon and criminal mischief.
And how long were they in jail?
Well, I don't know if they're in jail or still in jail, but our good friend Tony. Oh yeah, sorry. It's playing. Shoot. Sorry about that. Our good friend at Current Revolt, Tony Ortiz, and he's going to be on the show tomorrow. He actually tracked down this person's phone number. And I know you guys like, Alex, you're always pulling gimmicks, this and that. No, this is supposedly their real number. So we're going to cold call. And not only do we have the trans.
We're calling right now?
We have their and we have their dad's number and their home phone number.
Oh, we want to sponsor. We're a bike lock company.
And what's their name? Tim Tam? Tim Tam Win?
Tell them we're a bike lock company.
Liam
Win.
Any relation?
This is Tom.
Hey, Tom. My name is Alex Stein. I work for Schwinn Bicycles, and we saw a video recently of Liam using a bike lock to attack a conservative person, and we're a very liberal company, and we want to offer a sponsorship and see if we could help support them because we know they're going through a tough time, but that actually helped us with that video going viral. We sold about $20,000 in bike locks. Hello?
I'm sorry, no comment. Thanks.
What do you mean no comment? Are you not interested in making money? Oh my gosh!
Wait, you shouldn't have said Alex Stein. You should have.
I know they
said some other name.
Okay, hold on. We have more numbers. Now
Can I call back?
We're gonna call his dad's. Yeah, you should call. Hold it. We'll give you the number next. I'll text you right now. And then you call from your phone. Just hold it next to your mic. I'm texting to you right now. Oh my gosh, this person's gonna be so mad. That's I don't want to dox him, but gosh, really, we should make this number public. But we're not going to because we are.
This is Tim. Please leave a message.
Oh.
Hey, Tim! You transgender freak! Quit kicking people, you freak! And quit kicking on cops, you freak! Bye. Call me, though, because I do have a company that wants to support you and sponsor you with an NIL deal if you want to sell some bike locks. So, promo code TransAttack. All right. All right. Now, one more number. Now, this is the last one we have for them. And then you have to call from your phone. Let me find this. It's the last number. Sorry, guys. I just had it pulled up, and then I started coughing on the phone, and it went to a different thing. Okay, now this is their house number.
The subscriber you have dialed is not.
Oh, they're probably getting nailed.
They're getting nailed now.
Yeah.
Okay, but I haven't posted the number, so I just texted you. Let's see.
This is
Tim Tam. This
Tim
is
Tam?
Dad. I think Tim. Is
it the dad or is it Tim
It
Tam?
sounded like it was the dad.
Okay.
Speaker. Yeah, just hold it right there. It'll hear it. It'll pick up. Are you on speaker though?
This is the dad, kid.
That's a kid's number. That's probably close enough. That sounds good. You think they're gonna answer? They did listen to the whole bike lock thing.
We'll just leave a message then.
Just sleep. That's even better.
Hi, this is Tim. Please leave a message.
Hey, Tim. How are you? This is Eric over at BMX Bikes. We saw yesterday the footage, and we are super impressed right now. We are going right now. We are a big liberal company right here in Plano, Texas, the one and only. And we want to bring back BMX and the brand for just being radical. And that's what you guys are, and that's what we want to stand with. Can you please hit us back at 310-913?
Don't say.
Yep. And please, we just want to get in touch. And again, we love everything that happened yesterday. Give us a holler. We love you. Take care. Goodbye.
Boom, roasted. I love it. I hope they actually think that was still good, dude. You had me in the first half. I should have ended with something. Let me see if they're going to answer this. This is one last time, and then we got to get back to business. This is
Hi,
Tim.
this is Tim. Please leave a message.
Tim, I know what you did with that bike lock, okay? And I know where you stuck it before you hit him in the face. I know you stuck it up your you-know-what. So do not You pervert, you freak on campus wearing those damn shorts. You're a dude, okay? So you need to freaking look in the mirror. You have a dong, okay? So you're not a girl. I'm sorry. I hate to break the news to you. I know your Asian parents are very ashamed of you, and I feel bad for your parents because in the Asian culture, they would never want their son to become a girl. In their culture, if you're a girl, they literally kill you. They don't even want girls where you're from. And you're going to go and just be the ultimate sign of disrespect to your father is by transitioning to a girl when in your culture, they're like 2/3 of a human being, which is not necessarily wrong to me, but that's not the point, Tim Tam. The point is, you're a dude, and you better wake up and realize it sooner or later. So I'll see you soon, Tim Tam. I hope you can come on the show and be a guest on the Primetime with Alex Stein podcast, Tim Tam. And if you need anybody, if you need anything in your commissary, or if we can help get you out of jail, do not hesitate to call me back. 214-216-6169. That's my public number. That's a real number. Call me Tim Tam. Bye. All right, so that was weird.
I should have given my public number and my Instagram.
You should have. That would have, yeah. Well,
I should have. We'll call him back. Let's call him back. No.
One more, You want to call him? Should we call? No, he's not going to answer. We'll do. Remind me though, Brandon. Let's see if we can throw him off right before we end the show. One more call, please. Remind me because I'm going to forget.
Freestyle finale call.
Yeah, freestyle finale call. I'll freestyle on the call. That's brilliant. Brandon does have some good ideas. Okay.
Good idea.
Now, Brandon, let's start with SOT number 1. This clip made me so mad. Now, this is the LeBron clip. What do you think about LeBron James, Amy?
Oh, well, I definitely don't think he's the greatest of all time.
You think Jordan is?
Of course I do.
I do
mean,
too.
of course I do. I grew up in an era where, Michael Jordan was just the man and no one was greater than him. So, yeah, I don't get all the hype.
He's a pretty good player, though.
He's a good player, but he's not Michael Jordan, you know?
LeBron?
Yeah, I mean, who do you think, LeBron or MJ?
I mean, MJ all day. I mean, if we're going to be talking
You're
MJ.
from Chicago. So.
Right. But if we're going to be talking MJ comparisons, I'd rather go Kobe than LeBron.
Wait, you think Kobe is better than LeBron?
I think Kobe's better than LeBron, for sure.
But not better than MJ.
Not better than MJ.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
think we would go MJ, Kobe,
No one
then
has
LeBron.
the class, the finesse, the style.
Gambling addiction.
I mean,
Which made him a super competitor. Which
Did you
actually
ever
was a
see
good
Jordan flop? No, you didn't.
No, and LeBron James will
didn't.
flop if you cough on him. You sneeze on him, and he's like falling over like a damn
For sure.
bowling pin.
Also, LeBron will sit out every March just because of too much game overload or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Right? He'll sit out in March, and then you'll see videos of him running full court when the cheerleaders are practicing. He's running full court when he has a groin injury.
If I had to pick, and I know you guys are going to say, "Oh, Alex, you're being goofy or silly," this is why I think LeBron James could be considered the best, which I don't necessarily agree with this. Physically, LeBron James, and you have Shaq and stuff, but physically, just his physical stature, the way he can run at his size and stuff, he probably is the most physically dominating player, just size with speed, and the hybrid athlete. I think you could argue that he is physically probably the most gifted athlete if it just comes to physicality. But for me, I look at a guy like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's like 5'10". Maybe he was 6 feet tall. He was out there scoring 40 points. I think that makes a good player when you're smaller and you're able to overcome it. It's like it makes sense that LeBron should be good because he's like the fastest, strongest guy. That's why I don't think LeBron is the best. I just think he's the biggest. So, there is a difference.
Just a side note, LeBron, those schools that he opened up for, all those kids.
None of them can read.
None of them can read.
Yeah.
None of them What are you doing?
yeah.
What are you doing?
They can read,
but he looks so
Spalding.
good.
They can read a basketball. They can tell that says Spalding.
They can.
That's it. And they know probably, I don't know.
And they give free LeBrons because no one's buying them in stores.
Yeah, his shoes aren't as popular as Jordan's. And I think that is what really solidifies
Good point.
Jordan as
Yes.
the best. Not only is he the best basketball player, but he made the most legendary athletic brand sneaker in the world. So.
No one's buying the LeBrons.
No.
Well, but also there would be no LeBrons without the Michael Jordan. So it's not like LeBron is out there paving a new path. Like, he's literally following in the footsteps.
I know he's letting his son. He's given a ladder for his son, which I don't even hate that. I kind of actually like that. I find that a little endearing that he's trying to help his son. I don't fault him too much for that. But now I want to play SOT number 1, George. This is LeBron basically admitting that the NBA draft was rigged, and he uses an example of Patrick Ewing when he got drafted to the New York Knicks, that a legendary rumor, conspiracy theory is that when David Stern or whoever's picking the envelope for Patrick Ewing, that they put the envelope in the freezer so it'd be cold.
It's called a cold envelope.
They put one envelope in the freezer and then the rest weren't. So when he's feeling around, he's like, oh, this one's cold, and he grabs it. So let's play LeBron talking about how he got drafted to the Cleveland Cavs.
Listen, man, during the ball drop, you know, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was. Just,
What are you?
What a coincidence!
Don't you see?
Look how crazy Pat goes. That's what I said when I saw this.
Let's keep LeBron home. You know what? Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. You know, Derrick Rose to the Bulls. Like, I understand the assignment, guys. I had to make sure that, you know, I had to do my part. I didn't want to be a fuck up. I just didn't want to be a fuck up, man.
What does that mean, do his part?
Also, I don't understand what he means he doesn't want to be a fuck up. What does that mean? Cavaliers, they sucked. Obviously, you went to a shitty team. What are you talking about?
How can you fuck it up?
You could have fucked it up, but I mean, they had some pieces in place, obviously, when you got there, but like, the cold envelope is a real thing. Shaquille O'Neal went to Orlando Magic because he said he didn't want to go somewhere cold.
Yeah.
He said that. So they said, all right, done. So they said Orlando Magic, and they were an expansion team, per se. So, like, I kind of believe it, but also, fuck are you talking about going to a shitty team? They are a shitty team.
Well, we know rumor today that the Cowboys wanted to trade Dak Prescott, and just because of the rumor, the Cowboys had to come out and make official statements. Usually when there's a trade, there's rumors. There's, you know, is it going to happen? You hear about this for weeks on end. With Luka, one day he's the starting guard. His pictures are all over Dallas. He's at Love Field Airport, has the biggest mural on the wall. Literally traded. They had to take down the murals the next day. Like there was no Vaseline in the way that they anally, graped him. And it just makes me very upset, and I think it proves that this league is failing right now. Their ratings are terrible. They need to do whatever they can to try to, pick up some steam going into the playoffs. So they decide to, and Brandon loves this, trade Luka to the Lakers, and now the Lakers are potentially going to win the NBA championship.
You want to know my theory on this?
Yes,
I have a little bit of an odd theory here. So you know how they're trying to bring casinos to Dallas?
Yes.
Well, look at this. The casino family is the one that purchased the Dallas Mavs. They trade Luka, right?
Yes.
Now, because the casinos aren't really catching all the steam that everybody in Dallas thought was going to happen, so what if they use this as a leverage play to say, but we're going to take the Mavericks and we're going to put them in Vegas?
That's not a bizarre theory. That's what everybody's insane, Amy. What are you talking about?
If you don't.
Vegas has already said they're getting an expansion franchise within the next 4 years. They've already said
it's got to be the Mavs. It's got to be the Mavs. If we don't pass casinos here in Dallas, like they're going to take the Mavs and they're going to take them to Vegas.
No, they are going to take him. Mm-hmm. They are going to take him. Also, LeBron knew about that trade.
Oh, LeBron.
He says he didn't know about that trade? Bullshit. Markieff Morris even said they wanted Markieff Morris in the trade with Luka.
Yeah.
They tried to get both those guys.
And they got
He's such
both
a
of
liar.
them.
All he does is lie.
He flops. He's a liar. Dude, he's a liar.
The lies.
But now watch this. So let's play a shot number 2. It's funny you already brought up Shaq, but let's play shot number 2.
The last game of the season.
Oh, this is Tim Duncan. I mean, this is David Robinson.
This one's great, too.
Actually, our coach came along and he said, you guys don't be upset, but I've been told to take y'all out after the first 5 minutes of the game because Sterling wanted to see David Robinson keep the scoring title in the West because he didn't want Shaquille O'Neal to get the scoring title in the East.
I remember when he hit 60 or something like that.
70.
70.
Time out. So that game was fixed.
And if you go back and watch that game, we didn't play. And I'm out. They can't offer me enough. I'm done.
I remember that 70. I remember that being
You
a game.
ask Mark Jackson and Ron Harper, they'll tell you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Donald Sterling.
Okay, we got to play that one more time because I want to give
play
some
one more time.
context because we kind of missed the beginning. So Donald Sterling is the owner of the Clippers. He is probably in the Illuminati, and he went up to his coach and said, I don't like Shaquille O'Neal, and I don't want a guy in the Eastern Conference to have the scoring title. I'd rather have a guy in the Western Conference in David Robinson, who's arguably a vet, the most likable guy in the world, the most professional, wasn't a diva. So he was just, I guess, a better role model, even though I think Shaq's a good role model. But why this clip is so disturbing is that Donald Sterling, the owner, was able to tell the coach that the coach needed to bench Dominique Wilkins, who Dominique Wilkins was at the end of his career but was a great player. Dominique Wilkins, I think it was Michael Jordan even said that was one of his biggest competitors that he ever went against was Dominique Wilkins. So this guy's a great player, and his coach told him, hey guys, we're going to let you play for 5 minutes, and we're going to take you out of the game so all the scrubs can let David Robinson score 70 points. So let's watch this again with the context, knowing that the owner went to the coach went to the players, the best players, and said, y'all aren't playing. Let them win. Let David Robinson score as much as possible. This is insane. Let's play the clip.
The last game of the season, I remember Sterling actually our coach came along and he said, you guys don't be upset, but I've been told to take y'all out after the first 5 minutes of the game because Sterling wanted to see David Robinson keep the scoring title in the West because he didn't want Shaquille O'Neal to get the scoring title.
I remember when he hit 60 or something like
He
that.
hit 70.
70.
Time out.
43
So
at
that
half.
game was fixed.
And if you go back and watch that game, we didn't play. And I'm out. They can't off me now. I'm done.
I remember that 70. I remember that being
You
a
ask
game
Mark,
that
you
made
ask
him-
Mark Jackson and Ron Harper, they tell you. Yeah.
Donald Sterling.
So why this is so disturbing to me is that I've been like racking my brain with all this Lucas stuff, and you know I get into my conspiracy theory where I'm looking at the board, I'm connecting all these dots, and I'm like, this just does not feel organic. It feels like it was a setup. It just feels like it was an inside job. And then I see this clip where they let David Robinson score 71 points.
Right.
Not even the guy's like, he
Right.
scored 60. Dominic's like, no, he scored 70, but it was actually 71 if you check the stats. So it's all fake. I mean, it's just literally sports entertainment. Amy, how does that make you feel as a tax-paying American citizen knowing that the NBA and the NFL and potentially the MLB, all of it is all fake and rigged?
I mean, I don't follow any of it hardly at all, other than the Dallas Cowboys, simply because I grew up in Dallas and I have to watch them. But I'm just kind of over all of it. Like,
You're over pro sports.
I am. I'm to the point where it kind of all went downhill for me after everybody started protesting and not wanting to sing. It just wasn't the same. It's not the same when we grew up in the 90s where we're wearing our Chicago Bulls starter jackets and we're wearing Michael Jordan. And yes, I did. I was a tomboy growing up. So, but it doesn't feel the same to me anymore. And I don't know if I ever really thought about it from a it feels like it's rigged standpoint, but I just am not as into it as I was.
And I was like really kind of in my anti-sports zone during the pandemic or like right before. That's when I was really into conspiracy theories and I was looking more into like it's rigged. But I was kind of like, I'm like, how can it be rigged? But then you look into Tim Donahue, who is a ref for the NBA, went to jail for fixing games. So my point is though, I know that it's fake and I believe most politics is fake and lame, but I just still want to be a fan. You know, I'm fully evolved. I know it's rigged, but I know WWF is fake, but I still like
Well, of course.
wrestling,
But
you know?
I mean, I do think the Luka thing came so far out of left field. I would love to know why you think.
Oh, the Adelsons are purposely trying to tank the team in order, and they want to make the city hate them because then it'll make them easier to move.
I think the thing that people you have to take in context too is sports betting has become so gigantic.
The biggest thing.
And it's everywhere. ESPN's got it. Disney's in charge of it. They promote it during the games.
Jersey Mike's has a thing right now. I should pull this up. Jersey Mike's, with your rewards points, you can gamble. So let's say you have 4 rewards.
Yes.
Yes, you can gamble at March Madness through the app.
I did it.
Yeah, you get merch.
I did it.
And I won. You won a free Jersey Mike's sandwich. So this is great. This is why gambling is good. Because let me tell you, and Gary, the numbers guy, said this, and it was the most brilliant thing I've heard of all 2025. This is what he said. He said, on January 1st, 2025, if you put $100,000 into the S&P 500, you would actually be down right now. If you put that same $100,000 in Bitcoin, you would be down right now. But if you put that $100,000 on the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, you'd have $500,000. So, you know, makes sense, right?
Yeah, but here again, to bring it back, Terry Rozier, who plays, I think, for the Hornets, or
he's a great player.
Yeah, he was a great player when he played for the Celtics. He was great. Got traded. He has been fixing games. Now they have completely taken him out of the league.
Oh yeah, he got caught because they were doing prop bets for these players, and they're purposely not hitting the prop bet and telling them, I'm not going to hit it. So. Wow.
Listen, no. I think it's all rigged. It's all rigged.
And this is a problem that we have because all of us are about the same age and we're in the same age. You know, and I think this is in our culture. We all love nostalgia. You know, I love the good old days. You're just talking about the starter jacket. And so I want to play shot number 3. This really kind of, it'll take you back into the different eras of basketball.
Bird.
That's 80s.
Jordan.
90s.
Cool. Hey, what happened? Oh my God!
Watch that one more time. I don't know if we saw that. One more time. So this is basketball in the 80s. Bird.
Jordan.
This is basketball in the 90s.
Cool. Hey, what happened?
9/11. 9/11 happened.
Wow.
Where were you on 9/11, Amy?
Oh, I was a senior, and I was sitting in, what was that, science class. We rolled in the TV to watch the news.
You didn't watch it in the cafeteria? I always hear.
No, I was in science class. We literally had just rolled it in, and we caught the second plane. We didn't catch the first when we heard about it, and I think that's when they rolled the TV
Well,
in
technically,
there,
there's only one video of the first plane going in, and it was accidentally caught by a firefighter. It's kind of a weird video, but yeah, everybody saw it.
You mean the first missile or the plane? My bad.
I love 9/11 conspiracy.
We're gonna go here.
Well, and Brady, they say it didn't even have to be a missile that, and this is a technology that they admit to having, but they won't like publicly state this, that They have a technology because they have intercontinental ballistic missiles. They have drones that if you're on a Boeing plane, right? Let's say you're on your Southwest Airlines flight and everybody becomes incapacitated because there's a depressurization, and that they can actually go into any plane. This is allegedly, but I do believe this, and they can remotely land it. They can remote control any planes. Yeah, supposedly planes are basically all flown by a computer. If you look at the Airbus A320, that's called fly-by-wire, where the pilots literally just put in the coordinates. It has auto takeoff, cruise control, and auto land. So it literally lands for you. You just have to put in, whatever information that you needed to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they could remote control one of these planes, because these people, yeah, but listen, Brady, they did not have any sort of actual training on a 737. And some of the maneuvers, like they went into the Pentagon, there was a 5-star general or one of these guys who said, he was like in the Air Force, he said, I couldn't even make that maneuver, and I've been flying planes for 57 years. Or
one thing they did find, though, is the passports. And listen, case closed.
That's how you
case closed. Listen, in Russia or Ukraine, I think, bombed something. You know what they found? Russian passport.
Of course. Oh yeah, you just saw that. Where they blew up that thing, and then Brandon, what was that? They just blew up that bridge, and there was a Russian passport.
Was it Russia, Ukraine? I forget where.
I don't know, but they found
it. Was Germany.
Germany. But that's how you know it's BS. So
are we going to get Trump to? Is he going to release the 9/11 files?
See, that's my thing, and I love Trump, but Trump has to be like when he attacks Yemen. I don't care about Yemen. I don't like these, Yemeni people, but it's like these leaks with these signal apps and stuff. I don't think that they could have accidentally done that. I mean, I feel like they're doing that on purpose, and maybe he was trying to be a magnanimous person by leaking this and trying to save Yemeni lives, but I also don't like that he's just blowing up people in Yemen for a different country. I mean, I don't have any heat with Yemen, but I know a country that does, that has a lot of power in this country, and I don't know if I like that we're just spending all of our hard-earned tax dollars, $1 trillion military budget, to go murder people that I will never meet and probably never interact with in my entire life.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can get on board that. It's no different to me than like the whole Ukraine thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Ukraine. And Trump is supposed to end that within the first 100 days. I don't think we're at the first 100 days yet, but let's get that thing over with, and let's start, because this is what pisses me off the most about it, is you have Vladimir Zelensky going around doing a tour, not only talking about the war, but he's also talking about the rebuilding effort. Have you seen this? He's already... Yeah. He's already been saying, oh, well, when the war's over, I'm going to need this much money to rebuild it. So we already know that we're going to be on the hook for rebuilding it. So let's stop blowing shit up and start rebuilding it and try to save some money. So I'm just frustrated that not only are we supplying the destruction, we're going to have to supply all the money to rebuild it. So this blank check, it's not ending anytime soon. They're going to continue to keep using taxpayer dollars to fund this new Ukraine, and it just pisses me off.
Or they could just have random fires that happen if they want to. California, Maui, it seems to be working for that. North Carolina just gets out of nowhere a crazy hurricane when there's a bunch of minerals in the middle of the
What a chance!
And in California, everything for like cheaper housing. Yeah.
Did you see in California it's been 75 days since the fire, and like 4 permits have been approved to rebuild houses.
Yeah. Oh, and I love Karen Basco's. By the way, you need to get your stuff. You need to get your debris out of here, or you're gonna get fined.
Yes. What? Let me pull that up. I'm gonna pull this up. I don't like to call a woman a B word, but gosh.
You know what she looks like? She looks like if she left the Joker mask on and then changed her hairstyle and took off the makeup. That's what she looks like.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? She does. Look at her face. She's permanently like this.
She's just, oh
she looks like a cat that's
Brandon, I don't know. See if you can find that video. Karen Bass, clean up fine. If you don't clean, I can't find it. I'm trying to look on the computer right now. I don't know. See if you can find it, Brandon. I don't know where it is, but that video is so disgusting where she's like, well, if you haven't reported it to FEMA yet, and there are over like 100 people that haven't reported, you better clean it up or you're going to get a fine. It's like, dude, there was that dystopian video where there was buildings on fire and there's a meter maid giving somebody a parking ticket during the fires. Did you not see that?
No,
yeah, it's amazing.
I did not.
Oh, let me pull that
Alex, I DM'd it to you. I mean,
nothing surprises me anymore after that whole debacle.
Listen, even fires are rigged.
Yeah.
Everything's rigged.
Yeah, probably so. Okay, let's see.
Ukraine war's rigged. Yeah. Sports is rigged.
Look at this. This video. They're not even, okay. So I don't know if you can stick this full screen. I don't know if there's even audio. See, this is a person giving them a ticket. Everything's on fire right there. And this is during it. Everything is on fire.
You can't fight that ticket either.
And this mother effer has the balls to go give this person a ticket.
Bro, that's called dedicated.
I don't even want to see. That's sick, dude. That's sick.
Well,
that's dedicated to your job.
That's true. That's a good employee.
Listen, one thing I do know about those people, and you know from California,
yes,
these people mean business. They won't
do.
move either until that ticket is
1
written.
minute over, and you're getting a ticket.
You're good for 3 sir, 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 and if the third sir, it's over.
And I've yelled at them before in LA, and the guy said, "I'm going to call the cops on you." And I, had to walk away. I was like, "Get the fuck off my car!" He's like, "If you say anything else to me, I'll call the cops on you." And I was like, all right, just give me the ticket, sir." It's just they have all the.
They wouldn't be there for 3 hours, so you'd probably be able to get away
They'll
anyways.
put chalk on your tire to make sure you're not there.
Totally.
See, I mean, these people are sick. I never even knew that they put chalk on your tire until I got to LA, and then I went to court. They're like, "No, we had chalk on your tire." I'm like, "Oh," I was like, I literally. How did O.J. Simpson kill somebody in this damn town? And I can't even park my damn Toyota.
Yeah.
And yet you got O.J. Simpson hacking people up like it's Mike Myers on, what is it? Halloween. Give me a freaking break. Yeah. A lot of stuff I'm frustrated about. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to get into the whole Department of Education. So we might end the show with that. So before we get into that protest, I want to play SOT number 5. What do you guys think about this Tesla drama? Everybody's mad at Tesla because Elon Musk is trying to save taxpayers' money. I'm confused why everybody's hating on Elon right now, Amy.
Well,
go ahead.
well, I was going to say, we can really get into the psychological issues of why everybody's hating on Elon, but what I would really love to know is if Elon went and bought all the Planned Parenthoods, would they be burning those down at this point?
Well, I would, because I'm the type of person I would actually go
I mean...
But, Brady, why are they going after Elon? Elon's, he wants to hook a computer up to your brain so you can, move your phantom
Neuralink
organ erection if you have that issue. Seems like a nice guy. Why is he getting so much hate?
I feel like a lot of people are watching too much Black Mirror these days. I feel like we literally live in a Black Mirror sort of simulation. Kanye went crazy. Kanye is now putting swastikas on his shirt.
No,
but it's a fashion statement.
It's actually a good quality shirt. The cotton, it's 100% cotton.
100%, yep. And also, if you gain a little weight, it bags out a little bit. So
it bakes it.
Covers that dad bob with the swastika.
It does. And listen, the swastika part I don't love, but 100% cotton shirt. I love that. That doesn't shrink. That's pre-shrunk, so it's going to stay the same size. Hey, the guy knows how to pick the right fabric, but he doesn't put the right stuff on the fabric. So let's watch this person. Now, let me just set up this video. Now, the reason why this video hits home to me, it's like you've seen the video where people have been rubbing their butt and King, Teslas, and those have been going viral. And this video that we're about to play is a very viral video. But the reason why this video touched my heart so much is this guy is on a homemade four-wheeler. Like this thing is I don't know how the hell he made this.
Oh yeah.
There's no VIN number.
Very Mad Maxy.
Very Mad Max, but this person is so dedicated in his hate for Elon Musk that all the hard work that they put into building this thing, they said, you know what? Let's just run it into a Tesla that's basically indestructible and that you could shoot with a damn bow and arrow and it doesn't even mess it up, or a gun. So let's watch this hero, in my opinion, stick it to Elon.
Jesus, dude. You know what I thought when I first saw this? Is that an IV? Is that an IV to the back right? This is him auditioning for Boba Fett.
Is that what is that in the back of his thing? That's like a bike pump in case the tire goes down. But dude, you know that steering wheel going into his gunt area right there is
man.
Oh my.
He has a lot of padding, but still his kidneys and liver is not, there's no way he's going to not feel that today.
Dude, this is so Mad Max.
Elon didn't feel it.
Elon did not feel that.
Elon did not feel that, no.
But look at that. That's like a homemade four-wheeler thing. You know that guy probably put a lot of time into that. He loves that thing.
Right. By the way, you know this went viral and all his boys saw this. It looks like a grape smashing into the back of a truck. This is what it looks like on a four-wheeler.
It does. It looks like...
He's like, I'm wearing purple on purple, and I'm going 4 wheels into a Cybertruck.
And what's funny is if Elon was right there, they would.
I love that he just backs up.
Bam!
Drives away.
It looks like Kool-Aid breaking through the brick.
Kool-Aid. What did they think was going to happen, Brady? Like, what did he think the outcome was going to be?
I don't know. Also, that's a gas tank on the front.
That is a gas tank. Dude, I can't even watch this.
It's all bad. But it went viral. And by the way, that guy's a hit wherever he came from. Everyone knows who he is now.
I wish he would run into my damn car. I would call my insurance company so fast. I'd be like, man, I had a human meatball sexually assault my car.
Yeah.
I need a big check.
A life-size grape.
You can't wash that off that car.
Oh.
You are right. Why does he have the gas tank in the front? Was this a suicide attempt?
I don't know. Also, he looks like he's ready for the apocalypse.
Wait,
this is apocalypse gear right here and a four-wheeler. Like, he looks like he's, any minute, if things do go down, he's all set.
He's ready to go.
Look at him.
I think you're right with your Mad Max thing, but now I have a new theory. I think that he was trying to commit suicide. He was trying to suicide bomb. He might be Al-Qaeda.
Listen.
I think that's a tire.
By the way, he doesn't even have a seat. He doesn't even have a seat. It's an actual cage he's sitting on. I'm not kidding. Look at. There's no seat.
There's no seat. They don't
It's a
make it
cage.
that wide.
He literally cut the back of a fence and then molded it into a seat.
And this person might not be wealthy, but obviously they can afford to eat. So their
Oh.
life is not that bad. I mean, they got that cool. If I saw that guy driving down with that thing, I'd be giving him a high five. That guy looks like a legend.
I'd offer him something.
I'd offer him something, but he probably needs to get on crack. And I don't say that to everybody, but he needs to hang out with Hunter Biden. That might help him. Or Ozempic.
Let's get on a GLP-1,
Everybody thinks I'm on
man.
Ozempic. I'm not on Ozempic, just for set the record straight. I'm not on Ozempic. Not that I would be ashamed, but I'm not on it. And Morgan, our top chat mat, she lost a lot of weight on Ozempic. So I do want to say, yes, there are some side effects, but if you are struggling with weight loss, that might be an option for you. So shout out to Morgan, our top chat rat. Okay, we only have a few minutes left, so we're about to play this Department of Education. Well, do we have it? We're not going to be able to watch the whole video, but we're going to give a little preview of it. Then the video is going live on the show right after, Brandon?
I think, yeah. I think maybe we'll do a little teaser, and then I'll premiere it on Friday so we can have a nice little chat with all the chat rats. How about that?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, wait. We'll chat with the chat rats. I'm confused, but it doesn't matter.
There's a live chat if we premiere it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. We're going to do the premiere so we can chat in the chat. I get it. I was confused on what you meant. But yes, now I got it. Okay, so we're going to get into, I was just in Washington, D.C., Amy, and you as a mother, I'd like to get your opinion. The Department of Education, I understand why some people would be threatened, if we lose that funding, it's 20% of the state schools funding, that's going to really hurt teachers, and teachers are already not paid enough. But when you look at the standardized test scores of kids, not just in Illinois, which is horrible, but in Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, the scores are so low, kids are barely able to read. Most of them, majority of kids can't read at their required grade level. So I went to this protest, and I asked people that were mad about people defunding, and I say people, Elon Musk defunding this, but at the same time, at the protest, and I don't know how much we edited in this, how much of the conversation, I haven't watched the final edit, I asked them, I go, if you guys admit that our school system's failing children, why don't you think it needs to be shaken up or torn down and rebuilt back up? And they really didn't have an answer to that. So, Amy, I mean, are these kids, who's failing the kids?
All
Is it
right.
the Department of Education's fault?
I found myself having to do a little digging into what the Department of Education actually funded myself, because I, like a lot of people, we're just not really educated on what they do. I didn't realize that we've spent trillions of dollars of our taxpayer money, and we're 20th in the world now when it comes to math and reading.
We used to be like 1 or 2
Right, one or
before
two,
the Department
before-
of Education was
right.
even in existence.
Here's the other thing that I find really interesting. These people that are protesting the defunding of this department don't realize these are the same people that want gender education. They want sex ed education being taught to our children at kindergarten level. They want all the crazy things. Those things are still going to be there because that is still being implemented at the state level. So in essence, they don't really know what they're protesting. Because, like really, when it comes down to it, the people that are happy that this is happening, we want it to go back to the states fully, to have school choice. I'm a big proponent for school choice. I'm a big homeschool proponent. I'm taking that on myself this fall.
Right now,
I mean, not yet. I'm gonna tackle this in the fall. So I'm a big proponent for that. There's 3 million homeschool families that are starting to do this across the country. So we're seeing that increase. But as far as the curriculum that we were wanting to get out of schools, that's still going to be there unless you fight that at the state and local level.
Well, let's watch a little bit of my protest footage from this weekend in Washington, D.C. at the Department of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Department of Education protest to just kind of see what's going on. We'll try to talk to some people, see what they have to say about the Department of Education. Going bye-bye. Elon, stop stealing from kids. That's crazy. So how's Elon stealing from kids?
Well, through the act of funding these different departments, it's taking resources away from their attendance. So, like, let's just look at this. Okay, no problem. Who are you with, by the way?
I'm with Tucker Carlson.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, where's he?
Well, he's not here.
Oh, that's pretty obvious. But I think you can take a look what's going on.
Yeah, we're not going to talk right now.
Why not? Are you afraid to defend your position? How much responsibility does the federal government bear for such low standardized test scores? Nobody wants to answer that question. You guys won't want to talk? No? Does the federal government, do they bear any responsibility for such low standardized test scores?
Feel free to just keep doing your thing.
What is this thing? What is this? Are you guys scared? Bark! 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 I'm a chicken! Bark! Look at this. Oh, dude. Are you scared? Why don't we talk? Hey, let's talk.
No, I'm not talking to you, dog.
Are you scared?
I'm not. You're being
Chicken! Bark! Bark!
That's so embarrassing.
Bark!
That is so embarrassing.
More embarrassing than being a libtard? What's more embarrassing? See, this is what you call people that are libtarded, and we're allowed to say that. You see these people, they actually are so delusional, they think Elon Musk is somehow taking away. Well,
what?
I know, that was only a short clip because we don't want to watch the whole thing. I want everybody to watch it. Maybe, Brandon, I should have said, maybe take out the part where I said Tucker's name. I don't want Tucker to get in trouble. I was not there on behalf of my biological stepfather. I forgot that I said that. I was just joking because somebody, that didn't make the cut, but I was wearing a Tucker Carlson hat, and somebody's like, is that Tucker? And
That's
Why
hilarious.
do all these people and these things all look like they're in charge of craft service?
That's literally what it's like a Hollywood set.
I'm not kidding. They all look like they're grips in craft service. That's it.
Like a movie
They can never make it in acting or anything else. They're just angry craft service people.
I just can't
And nothing against craft
imagine.
service.
No, we love craft service.
Love craft
Yeah,
service.
We love craft service.
It's just, we have this entire generation that has grown up believing in the reliance on the federal government, that the federal government is always going to be there to be everybody's savior. And we're finding that, like, the cracks in that now, and it's finally getting exposed. And the people that have relied on this huge, massive federal government for so long, and that their federal funding is going to save their lives in every like sector of their life, including education, they can't imagine like relying on themselves to take on education or putting it in the hands of something smaller.
But also, I don't think a lot of these people even know what they're talking about because they just want to be part of a group. Like you ever, like when I grew up in high school, they were called theater dorks. Nothing against theater dorks, but also they knew their role. They were the people that made out in the hallways, and you walk past them and like, get an effing room. You know what I'm saying? Or like quit wearing all black.
Well,
or like quit kissing your sister. Stuff like that.
We're
you know what I mean?
challenging these people's like very core and their very foundation for what they've believed for so long, and I think that's why they're terrified.
We're all Walking Dead extras.
Yeah.
Well, guys, the show's almost over. We got to say our goodbyes, but real quick, we're going to call the trans person one more time. We love transgender people. You guys are the best. Transgender people deserve more rights. I don't know which one's rights they don't have, but they deserve more.
I think both.
Extra.
Yeah, both.
More than women.
Hi, this is Tim. Please leave a message.
You get 3 rings,
All
though.
right, this is Primetime 99 Alex Stein. Please, I need you to come on my podcast, and I think I'm in love with you.
Give me a kiss.
Oh, sure. I'm only in love with my baby, prepaid wireless. Obviously, and I'm not in love with him, but I do have to seduce him sometimes because look at this. Look at this. Brady knows. Brady's a model. Brady was on Invisalign. No, he was in every dentist office in the country for about 7 years.
Nice. Did you get royalties for that?
No.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you model.
They do. They rip you off. These big brand campaigns, they rip you off.
When you're 21, they give you a check for $4 grand. You feel like you're rich.
You got a cheap buyout.
He did. And I saw that. I saw one of those ads at the dentist. I was like, oh, I know that guy. It's funny. So, Brady, before we end the show, tell the people how can they find you and how can they support your brother?
You can go to Brady Matthews Comedy on TikTok for all things I do stupid on the internet, and Brady Matthews 13 for future comedy dates. And I'll be at Don't Tell Comedy Friday, and I'll be in Chicago at Comedy Bar all next weekend.
And Amy, where can they find you?
Yeah, please go download Play TV. It's a new platform that just started. That's where my show is, The Amy Robbins Show. You can catch me there. We're releasing several episodes a week right now where you're going to hear about people from all over that have been suppressed and need to get their messages out. So everything from medical freedom to gun rights activists and everything in between. We're just talking to people that I find interesting. So
well, that's great. Everybody needs to go follow Amy. Now, I hate to do this, and I don't. Do we have the pictures? Brady, you know, you're a good friend of mine, and me, I'm an animal lover. I love animals. Going back to Hitler was a vegetarian. I hate Hitler. I'm just saying.
You loved animals, though.
He loved it. He actually, Germany was the first country to actually have a lot of animal rights laws. So Brady recently had a great
yesterday
by the name of Butt Kiss. And Butt Kiss was 13 years old, Brady. So if I want you to say something kind, but I just want to say thank you, Butt Kiss.
I'm sweating, actually. I'm not kidding.
For not being for not just being a great dog, but for taking care of a guy like Brady who you know, he's been all across the country, and dogs are truly a man's best friend. So, Brady, my heart goes out. I'm sorry, bro.
Thanks, Alex, and thank you, Primetime 99. Thank you, everyone, for doing that. You guys made my day. That truly, he was the best dog. I cried my eyes out yesterday in front of my dad, and my dad just stared at me and was like, "You're a grown man. Stand up."
Dad, my dog just died.
Dude, nothing like crying in front of your dad.
Grounded, Brady.
As a man in your 40s, and he's like, "Get up!" It's a dog. Well, thank you, Alex. I really appreciate you doing
They're
that.
more than a dog. They are family. I love animals. So, guys, everybody go support Brady. Definitely go support Amy. And we end the show the same way every time. What we're gonna? Oh, should we prank call him during the freestyle finale? Is that what we said we're gonna do?
Yeah. Prank call freestyle finale.
Okay, let's. So play some music. Let's go. Will I get in trouble for chain calling this guy, this girl?
Nah,
it's not illegal.
I don't think it's illegal. Is it illegal? Let's see.
No, it's America.
Please leave a message.
Yo.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yo, what's up, tranny? I saw your little fanny when you were on that bike. And you know I'm not going to say the word that starts with a K that rhymes with bike because that's anti-Semitic and we're not, and we love Israel. But I know you don't because you're a weird transgender person that probably doesn't even believe in God, and you probably aren't antidepressants. But that doesn't mean that I don't love you, Tim Tam. It means I want you to be a friend and fam. So Tim Tam, call me back, bud. I want to hang out with our wang out, and not in a sexual way. I just want to hang out.
Order ramen.
Sexual. I just want to hang out, be friends, go to Golden Corral, and eat all you can eat mashed potatoes and
It's a ramen.
And ramen.
Let's get ramen.
Ramen. He's
Let's
Asian.
get ramen.
Let's get ramen.
Let's get ramen.
We're getting ramen.
All the fixins.
All the fixins. Even an egg on top, even though it's $1.75 extra. Love you, Tim
Seaweed.
Tam. Watch the show tomorrow night. We got a great episode. Tony Ortiz plus Jim Pfaff. And thank you for liking and watching the show tonight. Peace. Good night.